Years ago, I was invited by Bill Campbell with the Philadelphia Society to go and give a talk on Donald Davidson and Southern agrarianism at the Philadelphia Society's annual meeting, which that year was held in Cincinnati, Ohio. So I think it probably was the first or the second. I don't remember which night it was, but one evening, Rich Lowry, who was then and I think still is the editor of the National Review, started by Bill Buckley, of course, he gave the keynote address. And during that address, he was talking about the power of the American Constitution and the ability of the United States to fend itself against its enemies. And he mentioned the British Army during the Revolution. He mentioned the War of 1812, and he continued on and on. And he in the middle of that discussion, he mentioned that we were able to push back the evil forces who bombarded Fort Sumter in 1861. Well, of course, I took issue with that. And so after his keynote address, there's a Q&A session. I am one of the first to get up to the microphone. Here I am in my good suit and tie, buddy. I'm looking sharp. And I'm still in graduate school. This is probably 2011, somewhere along in there. And I go up to the microphone. I said, Mr. Lowry, and immediately he said, is this going to be something about Lincoln? You don't like my perspective on Lincoln? I said, no, sir, this is not about Lincoln. This is about Russell Kirk's admiration for the South's contributions to American political traditions. I said, when you mention that the enemy was firing against Fort Sumter, I will have you to know that my people fought for the Confederacy. And I would remind you of Mr. Kirk's statement that the South contributed a defiance towards external authority, preference for agricultural ways of life, and a high regard for the accomplishments of previous generations. And after I got done saying that, I got an uproarious applause from the entire audience. One of the most uproarious applauses I've ever received. Why? Because people know truth when they see it. People know class when they see it. There is an admiration for the Southern tradition among a lot of people across this country, and I think that the South in its history holds a major answer to our current cultural ills. Thought you might enjoy that little story.